Alright, in this video we are going to solve this particular problem, next greater element II. This is categorized as a medium level problem. Let's see what the problem, given problem is asking. Okay, let's read the description, given description. Given a circular integer array, norms, that is, the next element of norms, the next element of this is this. Okay, circular, that's right. Return the next greater number for number for every element in norms. The next greater number of a number x is the first greater number to its traversing order next in the array, which means you could search circularly to find its next greater number. If it doesn't exist, return -1 for this number. Okay. And it has given example 1 to 1. So for 1, it should be 2. For 2, there is, if there is no greater than 2, -1. For 1, obviously it's going to be 2. So what? Okay, let's understand the question first. Okay, let's take this big array of norms array. Okay, let's take this array. So let's first talk about non-circular one. Okay, non-circular one. So if it was not circular, right? Sorry. If it was non-circular or it was not circular, okay, if it wasn't circular, then what would be the case is we would obviously, okay, and we, okay, what would be the case? Okay, let's solve this. Let's take a rate. This would be the array. This would be the array. Now from this given array, what we would be finding is we would be finding the next greater element to the current element, right? For example, for 1 it would be 5. For 5 it would go here, 5, 3 is not greater, no, 4 is not greater, 9 is greater, it would be 9. For 0 it would be 3. For 3 it would be 4. For 4 it would be 9. For 9 there is no any greater, for 9 there is no any greater element, so it would be -1, -1. And for 2 it would be 6. 6 is greater than 2, next greater than to its right, okay, to its right. And for 6 it would be 8. For 8, there, since there is no any other element from the last, it's not circular, it's linear, right? It's linear, so it would be again -1 in non-linear case. Okay, non-circular case. Now what our question is asking is, our question is asking this: what our question is asking is its norms dot length. Okay, you see here the last element of the array, that is 1, right? Last element of the array, the next element to this 1 is again the first element of this array, 1. So it's circular. Okay, so it's circular. Now why we are returning -1? The question is asking us, if there is no greater element, then the number or the item or the element or the integer, then we should return -1, -1 for that, for that, for that, for that number. Okay, now let's take an example of circular one. Okay, let's take an example of circular one. Okay, I will take it here. Norm, let's take the same example: 1, 5, 0, 3, 4, 9, 2, 6, 8, right? So this one is circular. Okay, this one is circular. In circular case, what will happen is, in circular case, this last element, the next element to this last element is this one first. So 8, 8, the next element to this last element is 1. Okay, so the answer, the what would be the answer is, in this case, is this. So okay, for 1 it would be 5, for 5 it would be 9, for 0 it would be 3, for 3 it would be 4, for 4 it will be 9, for 9. Now what will happen in this case here is, for 9 it will go from here, it will go this way, it will go its to its right, check if there is any other greater element. No, if it will reach to the end, it will start here again, it will check until to its current position if there are any greater element. No, right? No. So what it will do is, what it will do is, right, what it will do is, then 9, right? It will reach here, there is no any greater element, so we'll get -1 over here, -1 over here. Then it will reach to 2. 2, we have 6 greater than 2. We'll go here, we have 8 greater than 6. Now 8, the next element is 1, it will check, it will find 9, so it will return 9 over here. In this way, the circular array, from the circular array we will return, we will return the next greater number for every elements in this norm array. Okay, in this norms array. This is how we are going to solve this problem. Not solve the problem, this is what the problem is asking us to. Okay, now how to solve this problem? How to solve this problem? How to solve this problem? Like, one one is okay. How? Yeah, we have to make we have to return this array, right? So we have to return array in such format, in this array with a what next greater elements for each element in this array, right? And then, in obviously, if it was linear, it would be easier, right? It would be easier if it was linear, like if it was linear, right, not circular, then it was easier, right? But how do we maintain, how do we right, iterate, how do you go from the last position to the first position? How? Think, thinking thinking if 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 we think in simple way, what we can do here is, we can basically double this array, right? We can basically double this array. What I mean by that is, we can make this array, right? We can make this array one, sorry, I'll make it a little smaller. 1, 1, 5, 0, 3, 4, 9, 2, 6, 8, Again, we can repeat the same 1, 5, 0, 3, 4, 9, 2, 6, 8, right? Now, now if we have to, if we have to, right? In if it was a linear, right? If it was a linear, the case would be easier. There is no any other elements after this, after the last element. I mean, we don't have to go back again. That we are directly returning -1, right? But in case of non-circular, what we are doing is for the last element, we are again going back to the first element because the next element in circular, the next element for the last element in an array in circular case is the first element of that array, right? So we are going back to the first element and then we are checking, and then we are finding the next greater element in the middle of this array. So what? So if we double this array, right? Now it becomes same like linear case, right? All right, we have made this given array double, right? We have double this array. We have double this array. We have double this array. Now, now, what would be the output of this array, right? We have to basically return the next greater element of each for each numbers inside this array, isn't it? So if we have to return that, what will be is, let's go here, let's change the pen color, right? It would be, we'll do from the last. For it will be, it will go from here, it will, what will happen is it will go to its next element and check if it is greater than 8. No, 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 no. Found out 9. 9 is greater than 8. So it will return 9 over here. For 6, 6 obviously next greater element is 8. For 2, 2 is 6. For 9, what will happen for 9? It will go here, does not find greater number. Again, from here, it will go here, go here, go here, does not find greater. Finish. Then it will return -1. For 4, it will be next will be 9 obviously. For 3, 4. For 0, it will be 3 obviously. For 5, right? For 5, it will go this way. It will find 9 is greater than 5, so it will return next greater element 9. For 1, it will be obviously 5. For 8, similar. Similarly, to go here, it will find 9 and to return 9. Right, for 6, obviously 8. For 2, to be 6. For 9, that is obviously, again, what will happen is it will go from here, it will not find greater element. Again, it will go to not find, so to be -1. For 4, to be 9. For 3, to be 4. For 0, obviously 3. Right, for 5, again, same thing. To go finds 9 and return 9. For 1, it will be 5. It will be 5. So this is an array, right? This is an array that consists of greater number for each numbers in this array, from this array, for this array, right? The numbers for each numbers of this array. Okay, and at the end, what we will do is we will just return the n number of arrays for, or we will until where? I think here until half. We'll half this array and return this as an answer, as an our answer array, right? Answer array. We'll half this. So this is little bit part of logical part, but I will explain a little more how we are going to solve this problem, and we will go into code part. Okay, so what I've said is we will double the array, right? We'll double the given array. So in order to double the array in JavaScript, what you do is let array equals to dot dot dot, dot noms, comma dot, 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 noms. So we have double the array here, and let's get the length of the array. Dot length. Obviously, we will be using stack to solve this problem, um, this way, and we need to return, let's say, result, not answer. Result equals to, it should be array, right? Array of n dot, let's fill by -1. Right. Obviously, we need to now we will be solving from the end. Okay, we will be solving from the end, meaning from here. We'll be start solving from the end, from the 8. Okay, and now from the 8, from the last element. Okay, now let's see how we are going to solve. Okay, for I will just push the last element of the array, not norms, of the array. Okay, in order to do that, I will do arr of n minus 1, n minus 1. This will give us the last element. Okay, now what we are going to do is, I think I have made one mistake over here. We have doubled the array. Okay, we have doubled the array. We have created new array here. So this is linear. Okay, this is not circular. This is linear. Okay, so here in this case, oh, sorry, I have made minor mistake over here. Here, what it will be is, so since we have doubled the array, okay, since we have doubled the array, and and it's a linear, okay, it's a linear, and there is no element after this array, it will be -1. Okay, it will be -1 here. Okay, -1 over here. And what we have done here is, if you can see in this case, right here, in this case, you can see here we have filled with, we have created new array, right? We have created new array that is filled with -1, that is fill all the array. Okay, all the elements, all the new array of length array that is filled with -1. Okay, meaning this all new array will be initially filled with -1. Okay, so that we don't have to so that we don't, so that we don't have to, like, we don't have to make separate code or separate line. We don't have to write separate line of code for to make -1 for this for this last element. Okay, we don't have to. So that would be already -1. Now all we have to do is we have to loop from the second last. We have to loop through whole array starting from second last I equals to n minus 2. If we do 2, it will give us the last element, which is this 6. Okay, 6, starting from 6, and we will go till I becomes greater or equals to 0. And the condition is we are going left, right? We are going from right to left. Okay, right to left. Yes, this is how we are going to do. Now, what we are going to do here is starting from this position. I'll just make one pen. I need pen. So suppose this is a stack. Okay. Suppose this is a stack. Okay. Suppose this is a stack. So initially, what we have done here is we have already filled 8 over here, 8 over here, right? 8 over here, and we have created, what we have done is we have already created an array that is already pre-filled with, right, already pre-filled with this. How do I write this? Already, oh my god, what is happening? Pen, sorry, pen, why is not, right, already pre-filled with -1, -1, -1, -1, -1, -1, -1, -1. How many elements? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? Oh my god, just to remove this, pen. So we have created new array here. If you see here, this is the new array result, right? This is our result. For example, this is our result. Okay, this is our result. Now, how the algorithm will work is, or how the logic is, what is the logic to solve this problem is, if you see here, we already have 8 in our stack. Now we are start looping from this part, sorry, this part, 6, right? 6, because we have done n minus 2. It will start from 6. Okay. Now, the logic is, I'll write it over here. I'll write it over here. I'll write it over. Maybe I'll write it over here. It's a bit difficult to write it over here. I'll just take this up. Okay, I'll write it over here. How the logic works. Okay, how the logic works. Yeah, I'll write it over here. Okay, if 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 uh, if array of I meaning 6, right? If array of I is lesser, is right, is lesser than top of the stack, array of top, array of top. Okay, array of top, this is how it works. If array of I is lesser, right, if array of I is lesser, 6 is lesser than 8. 6 is, sorry, I'll just make it a little bit up. 6 is, if 6 is lesser than 8, what we'll do is we will simply put this result of I equals to top. Result of array of top. Right? Array of top. Array of top means 8. We'll update that to 8. Right? We'll update that to 8. But if array of I, that is, suppose that is 9. If not 9, suppose we reach to if array of 9 is, if array of I is greater than array of top, in this case what we'll do is first suppose 6 8, that will go to 6 9. 9 is not 4 9 3 4 0 3. Here in this case 5, right? 5. Okay, I'll explain. So so what will happen? 6, right? I'll also explain in the diagram as well. I'll just lasso, and I'll just take this to here. Okay, I'll take this to here. Okay, now see here how it works in this in this code. Okay, I'll explain it briefly. Now I'll explain it briefly. Now first 8 is already in the stack. 8 is already in the stack. Okay, 8 is already in the stack. Now we are looping from here in this position, in this, from this position 6. What will happen? It will check 6 is 6 smaller than 8. 6 smaller than 8. True. 6 is smaller than 8. True. What it will do? It will update the result I. It will update this part. It will update this one, -1. What it will do is eraser this part. It will update this 8 here. 8. This position, because we are working on this position, right? We are working on I don't know whatever the position is. We are working on n minus 2 position, right? N minus 2. So result of n minus 2, which is this I part, will be updated by this value, which is 8, which is 8, and which is 8, right? Which is 8, which is 8. And we also push 6 over here. We also push 6 over here. We pushed 6 over here. 6 in the stack. We push 6 in the stack. Now what happens? We reach to this position, n minus 3 position, which is 2. It will check 2 is smaller than top of the stack is 6 now. So what will happen? The n minus 3, this position here, this will be 6. It will update, right? Eraser, I'll erase this, and pen, this will be 6. Again, what will happen? It will push 2 over here, 2 in the stack. Now where did we reach? We reached over to 9. We reached over 9, isn't it? We reached over 9. Now in the ninth case, what will happen is it will check 9 is 9 is smaller than 2. Top of the stack is 2 at the moment. 2. No. What it will do here is as soon as it finds out 9, we find out 9 is greater than top of the stack 9, it will it will not go through this condition. It will go over here. 9 is greater than 2. It will pop. It will stack dot pop till find the next greater number, or else minus 1, else minus 1, else minus 1. So what will happen here is it will it will pop this 2, right? It will pop this 2, and then it will again check 9. Is 9 greater than 6? No. It will pop this one again. It will pop this one, and it will again check with 8. It will again check with 8. No, it's not. Both are gone. This will be empty. Now whole condition, the whole linear array, the stack length is 0 now. Stack length is 0. As soon as stack length is 0, we return minus 1. So this will be minus 1 here, minus 1, and it will push 9 over here, 9 over here. Okay, 9 over. Now we reach to 4. This will, it will check 4 is greater than 4 is 4, sorry, 4 is lesser than 9. True, right? So it will update here. And this should be, sorry, 9, eh? Sorry, this will be 9. Yeah, I have made a mistake here. Okay, this will be 9. Now we reached here. Again, same thing. This will be 4. Sorry. It will be 4, right? And 0, it will be, we reached here. It will be 3, right? 3 over here. But while we are doing it, it will also push, right? It will push as well, right? So it will push 4, 3, right? It will push 3, and it will also push 0. Now as soon as we reach 5, what will happen? As soon as we reach 5, what will happen is 5 is not smaller than 0, so it will go to next, this condition. It will pop, it will pop it will pop till it finds the larger, which is 9, right? 5, it will pop till it finds, it will pop all the top elements, right? So erase, it will pop here, and it will update, and it will turn, it will update 9 over here. Okay, it will update, yeah, 9 over there, and it will also push 5 over here, 5 over here. Now 1, I think 1, right? We reached over here 1 in this part. 1, obviously this will go through this condition. 1 is smaller than 5, this is true, so it will update 5 over here. I have 5, just second, 5. We have reached here. Now same thing repeat here. Here I have to lasso. This is the result. Okay, this is the result. This is the result. Yeah, I'll just erase this part, and this part. Okay, and pen. Now what has happened is all minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9. So 9, right? Now once again we reach here. Now I don't have to explain again and again, right? So same thing happened. Now it will go here 8, the top of the stack. Sorry, here is 1 again. Okay, 1, top of the stack. It will check. It will go here, pop, 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 right? Pop, pop, pop. It will pop this one, even 8 till 9. It reaches 9 and it will update. It will update this part and it will return 9 over here, right? Now where are we? 6. 6 is greater than. It will update 6, 8, 8 over here, right? Pen 8 over here. Now it is 2 here. We are here, right? 2 is obviously lesser than 6, so it will be 6 over here. Now where do we reach? We are here, right? 9. Same thing. It will go. It will go check for the next greater element. Doesn't found. It reaches. It will pop all the items, isn't it? It will pop all the items. Doesn't found. It will be minus 1 itself. 4. 4 is, it will return 9 over here. 3, 4, and it will be sorry 4 over here, right? For 0 it will be 3. For 5 same thing. For 5 it will be 9, right? For 1 it will be 5. It will be 5. So the stack thing works like this, right? Stack thing works like this. So this is how the logic works. Right? I'll just make it shorter. Yes. All right, this is how how the logic works, and at the end what we are doing is we are what we are doing, we are making it half. We are basically returning only this part until this part, until 9, from here to here. We are cutting it in half and returning the output of this part. Okay, now to see it in code, uh, so we are looping. So while there is a item, or while there is a length and stack, what we'll do is we'll find out the top element. The top equals to stack dot length minus 1. This will give us the top element, right? If again I repeat the same thing again, if array of I is lesser than top, right, is top, that is value of top, right, value of top, then we will update the result I to array of top, isn't it? Array of top, and obviously break it over here, isn't it? We'll break it over here, right? Else, what will do? Else, I will just pop out of stack. Pop out of stack. Um, I will also check, right? I popped out if it's if the array I is otherwise if array I is greater than the this value, I popped out, and yeah, and if the length, right? If the length of if the length of stack is empty, then I will make result of I is -1. Although I don't have to do this. Why? Because I already filled the result array with -1. All the elements are already -1. All the elements, the n length of the array that is pre-filled with -1. Uh, I do not have to. I may not have to do this, but in some cases the question may not be question may be question may be asking otherwise. So in that case we have to write it, because yeah, that's how it works. Okay. I am not pushing, actually I'm not pushing the index, I'm pushing the value, which is top. Hmm, top, and I think everything looks good, good. And I also have to do after pop, right? After popping, or after that, I have to push the value, isn't it? I have to push it, right? Array of I have to push the value, and at last I need to return result dot slice half. I have to return half, right? O comma yan. If I do O comma yan is the length of the array, so I need to have. I think this will work. Let's check. What did I make a mistake? Time limit exceed. What? What? What happened? What happened here? Okay. Stack dot length. If there is stack dot length, oh my god, what happened? Arrow dot length. Is something wrong here? I don't think. So I am pushing the last item, I minus yan minus, let I equals to yan minus 2, 0, correct, stack dot length. If array is that, then result I equals to top, otherwise stack dot pop, right? Otherwise stack dot pop, otherwise stack dot pop. What is this? Oh, I need to. My bad. I need to do this. And now push and then return. Yeah. Voila. Correct, right? Now if I submit. Oh, it worked. Excellent. Excellento.